Move that to bottom. And there we go. So, not exactly what's sure there. I'm thinking I'm going to have to go back to X, but OBS has had small issues that are really preventing me from providing that high quality stream, even though it does enable the higher FPS and just looks a little bit better. Still some big glaring bugs like, well, the capture right there freezing, which is kind of a big issue. So hopefully it's working again and we are into this game. Minute and 30 seconds in. Troubadour plus Peter Pan Dam in the middle lane though. So KGE, and what can you tell us about that one?
I don't know. It feels there's not the strongest lane, but I guess they just want to get farm on D-Sham, so they can pretty push early on because they're free farming on Ophelia, D-Sham, and then Devour is getting pretty okay farm, and so is Moonmender on or Beast.
Yeah, interesting indeed. And right now we do have the Panda being played by Nox down here going up against Devourer. Papa Male has, well, on Glacius, he's making his way back down. Do you know if Male has actually changed his name? Like, so, it's the new one?
I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea. I've seen him play on both accounts recently, so.
Nova, of course, always calls him Papa Male, but, well, could be going for a name change, as we did have one on the Complexity Gaming roster as well. Franzi, now known as Peter Pan Dam.
Yeah, he changed back to his old name, so. Name changes all over.
Sorry, just trying to communicate with the stream chat right now. Let people know what's going on and confirm that they can't still hear the audio. Okay, so they can't hear the audio, and okay. So it'll be fixed in a couple minutes here. That's a really weird bug. In the hundreds of hours I've been using OBS now, haven't had that one happen yet.
I think this Ophelia is in a bit of trouble now.
Yeah, she most certainly is. Gonna get the juke off. Where's she gonna go from here? Looks like she will run into the middle lane now.
It's dangerous. I don't know. I don't think they can catch him though.
It doesn't look like it.
I think he'll be okay, except if Jonas big blocks, which he didn't, so.
Oh, but up in the top lane, it looks like Torture able to get the kill onto Moon Meander. Sorry about missing that, guys. Still just trying to make sure that we're not experiencing any additional technical difficulties. Style, well known as one of the best 1v1 players, as Peter Pan Dam in some trouble as well. Gonna get killed by the flurry here from Pandemonium, and Nova picks up a kill on Riser, as Riser's great escape ends in disaster. As Complexity Gaming gives up 3 kills very early on in this game.
Yeah, it was pretty big plays from QsQ in the hole. They won top lane pretty big there, and they got out Ophelia from their own jungle, and then a kill on him as well. And then even a kill on Peter Pan Dam. So it's just really nice played from QsQ.
Very well done indeed. So, man, oh man, Complexity Gaming giving up those kills, and talking with Insania earlier, he was saying that in this new patch, giving up those earlier kills is now a lot harder to recover from because of the early experience that you actually give to the opposing squad. As the experience lead only about 700 right now, maybe the result of jungler versus no jungler, but still, I mean, you're getting those levels on heroes like Pandemonium, Torture, Magmus, who are all level 6, 5, and 4 respectively now.
Yeah, and even you can see the gold per minute gold chart. It's pretty like 1,500 already. And they don't even have a jungler.
Oh, Devour in some trouble in the bottom lane as Magmus Illusion even helping out Nox and Nova bring home that kill. Oh man, that's the power of the negative armor, Flick plus Aurora.
Though Jonas never got assist, he never got an auto attack off, which is too bad. Because it's a lot more gold in assist as well now, so.
Yeah, sad days indeed. Man, oh man. Weird technical glitch right there. But it looks like I've got everything sorted out now, so hopefully that's all going to go ahead and take care of itself. But taking a look at these lanes once more. Demented Shaman, how's he doing in the middle? 22 and 19, as opposed to the 6 and 6 of Magmus. Yonisum fan getting some levels in that suicide mid. Making sure not to die as well. So that's always nice. And Warbeast has been pushed out of the top lane he's instead going to move and grab a regen plus a replenishment rune. And looks like he's going to be able to use those to successfully bring down some Ancients.
Yeah, but I don't know why he would stack them. I don't know if he did it or maybe Peter Pandab did it, because stacking Ancients as level 5 Warbeast is not that smart. He's getting raped by them.
He is getting crushed indeed, especially by that Predasaur Crusher who's had its movement speed increased, and Warbeast will have to get out of there, successfully only getting 3 out of those 6 Ancients, and gonna have to fall back, get some regen on. Well, he's actually gonna try to get some more here. I don't know how successful he's gonna be, especially not on the Dragon Master. Seems kind of...
I disagree.
Yeah,
I disagree.
It's kind of odd. Comet Stun gonna hit here as Devourer gonna take a flick. The Cannonball, no, the Face Smash comes out, and B-Kid gonna go down in the bottom lane. Great job from Andromeda and Nox on the Pandemonium, bringing home the 5th kill for QsQ 357. A massacre called out by the announcer.
Yeah, and also Pandemonium late game is really, really scary, because he can pretty much one-shot anyone with his Flurry and Flick combo. So, and now as no one can interrupt him if he has Shrunken Head. He's going to be a massive carry this game for sure.
Oh, he's going to be very big indeed as Andromeda trying to go on the Demented Shaman. The Comet's done. In comes the Lava Surge. Eruptions there as well, and Tralfamador gonna go down to that lava bath. Man, Complexity Gaming getting absolutely wrecked here 7 minutes into the game.
Yeah, it's the power of the roam, I guess, now when the change got out. I really want to see the new item also pick up, because it's allowed in tournament rules straight away, so I'd love to see it from a roamer.
Could be fun indeed, as that was kind of odd. Still trying to monitor these technical issues in the stream chat. No, just trying to make sure that it's not lagging. As a good hook comes out in the middle lane, but only level 4 Devour does not have that ultimate available, and so Magnus able to just Lava Surge out of there, saying, Decay, what's that? I don't have to worry about that at all.
Yeah, I think he needs a bit more levels. Early on, Devour he can't solo kill anyone until like level 5, 6. And especially not a Magnus, he can stun away.
Man, oh man. Looks like we do have just a little bit right now of action in the middle lane as Demented Shaman and this Master of Arms are trying to get kills on this Magnus, but Yona's playing so far back. He's really just waiting for those runes and then going to be trying to make himself useful in that regard. But what can Complexity Gaming do at this point if they're hoping to get back into this game? What are they going to have to execute?
I think they need to get some sort of ganks off with Ophelia mid, and then just push the tower, because they need map vision, map control, just keep farming up, and then when they're high levels, just keep pushing.
Oh, and there's a gank up top. The chain reaction coming out, and there's the auto attacks. Warbeast taking a lot of damage. A couple more autos will finish him off. Magnus looking for another stun, but does not have the mana for it. So Warbeast able to get out of there successfully with that Metamorphosis ultimate.
Yeah, it's pretty good place from QsQ trying to roam up top, but they're maybe losing the tower mid, which is not that good. So yeah, they're probably losing the tower mid.
Gonna lose that one for sure. Torture gonna be able to put some pressure on the top tower though. Even gonna go as far as to drop a Ward of Sight up here on the left high ground above the tower. But no, gonna actually fall back now, feeling that the low mana that he was at was just not gonna be conducive to the tower push, and no points in the impalement, meaning that his tower push would have just taken quite a bit longer.
Yeah, I think they just need man on every hero, especially Torture, because the other team is going to Complexity, that is going to push a lot now, as soon as they get like a few more levels on maybe Ophelia level 7, Warbeast level 7, and he just got it, and Disham maybe should get 1 level in his ulti before they start pushing as well, so I think it's going to be pretty push race soon.
Pretty good push soon indeed. Right now, the Panda though, he's looking at that Nullstone, about 2,000 gold away from it, so not too far at all. And that's going to get really nasty for Complexity Gaming. If Panda is able to get like a 15-minute Nullstone, he's not only going to be a farming machine, he is going to be able to lock one person down with 0 consequences. Like, Complexity is just not going to be able to kill, not going to be able to deal any damage to him, as he's already going in right here. Flick coming in, and there's the flurry into the face smash. Ophelia ultimate going to be used, but it's not even going to be enough as B-Kid takes his third death at the hands of Nox here. Now Nox is in some trouble though. Charge shot coming in as well as the entangle, and down he goes. So Complexity with the 4-man roam bottom, able to really get some retribution for those multiple deaths on B-Kid.
Yeah, and also, meanwhile, QsQ tried to kill Warbase, but he just got his ulti off in time, so he just ran away. And now, probably they're going to lose bottom tower because of this.
It certainly looks like that's a possibility, as 3 players from the Complexity squad, as well as all those Ophelia minions, do team up, and down goes the tower. Magnus gonna get in there, does get a Lava Surge onto 1. The chain reaction gonna hit 2 here, and Peter Pan Dam taking a lot of damage. The cape going out onto Peter as send back onto Demented Shaman. Master of Arms with the potion trying to get out of there. Not gonna happen though, as Master of Arms bites the dust.
Yeah, it was pretty good play from QsQ. Even though they lost the tower, I don't think it was worth mass TPing. Maybe they should. I think they should just let the tower go and try to do something else, because they lost the tower for a support with lots of TPH, which is worth it.
In the top lane, Pandemonium following this Devourer, saying, hey, B-Kid, as long as I'm around, you are not capable of doing anything. You cannot farm safely, you cannot try to gank anybody, nothing. But now that B-Kid has hit level 6, has the possibility to lock down Panda before that Nullstone gets in, and with the support of 1 player, might in fact be able to get a turnaround kill onto Nox.
Oh, excuse me. I think he's also rushing the Shrunken instead. I don't know why though.
Away. Getting caught out by Magnus and the Andromeda. Eruption used right there, and down goes Peter Pan Dam. It's going to be his 3rd death of the game.
Yeah, I really don't like he's going for Shrunken before Nullstone, because they're not really capable of T-fights early on, even though he gets a Shrunken head, because there's so much physical damage on the Legion side. So, I don't know about that one though.
Yeah, he is going to take a lot of damage, even while magic immune from that Shrunken head. But right now, it looks like the Legion team going to go ahead and back up. 5 players here in the top lane. They're too scared to take a team fight, though, knowing that that experience and gold lead, giving them additional levels and items, is going to be very, very difficult to farm against. And just like that, Troughlmaner will be rotating back into the middle lane, going to seek to defend that middle tower and possibly get some farm there, while there's a 4v5 turtle up top.
Yeah, I think QsQ is going for the tower top. Let's see what's going on. I don't think they'll manage to do it though, so let's see what happens.
Well, they're certainly going to try, but there's a lot of anti-push here with that Master of Arms Acid Bomb, of course, with the Ophelia minions, Warbeast minions all being sent in there. And of course the Demented Shaman healing bombs if he ever does make his way back up. But right now the tower is going to go down. Credit for that one going to be going to Nox, while the rest of the Legion team does fall back. They're going to now farm behind their tower. And it looks like both teams just going to be sitting back content to farm. And how are they warding up? Looks like Complexity warding very defensively as Peter Pan Dam throws one down above the top rune. And they just want to make sure that they're not going to get caught out at this point.
Yeah, well, I didn't like the agree, like what they were doing. They sat 4 people behind the tower and said they could just free farm and just let the tower go down. Or stop farming on some other hero, because Master Farm was the only one counter pushing really. And I didn't really like that, because also I think QsQ needs to stack their Asian to get a portal key on Magnus as soon as possible.
Yeah, they certainly do, and he's about 1,000 gold off of that portal key. Get a very, very far way in if you do get that Ancients off, but Magnus going to go for a Lava Surge here. Demented Shaman going to be able to get the Entangle off. Great push, though. Magnus still in some trouble. Gets the Steam Bath off for the Invis, and Warbeast going to be trying to run him down now. Another Lava Surge available, and Magnus should be just fine. Gets the Lava Surge on out of there, and he's out. Peter Pan Dam, though, meanwhile, does take a death up in the top jungle. He was going for a deep ward below this top tier 1 tower, and paid for it when Nox caught him out.
Yeah, pretty bad play from, I think, both sides. I think QsQ got the most out of it, though, because they got a tower, which means sites, more place to farm, and then they got a kill on Peter Pan Dam. And the other team wasted money on TPs, but I guess both played pretty good. nothing special out there.
Now, Warbeast looking at those Ancients that you were hoping would go to the Magnus, trying to steal him himself. He's working on that Abyssal Skull, but I mean, he's going to finish it here at about 18 minutes. It's going to be a very late Abyssal Skull Steam Boots from the Warbeast player.
Yeah, but the thing is, he was suicide, so
yeah,
can't farm that much.
Yeah, for sure, and he's actually very close to the top farmer on his team, only being led by a little bit by the jungle player here, Riser on Ophelia, and then Demented Shaman hanging out at about 300 gold per minute after being babysat 2v1 in the middle lane. Expect him to have a little bit better farm, but the story of this game so far has been Nox on the Pandemonium, whose farm is absolutely out of control at 450 gold per minute now.
Yeah, he's just going crazy, and I really hope that after he finished Shrunken and Non-Stone, he's going for the new item, Dawnbringer. I really hope so.
Dawnbringer, very fun. You're going to be able to get some additional farm with that. And of course, the damage, the movement speed, the health, the damage over time attack, the slow. And there's just so much that item does afford you. And even more mana regen on top of the Nullstone. He would not be able to possibly expend all the mana he would have at that point. Could be a very cool item to see on Panda.
Yeah, I think so. And also, I just noticed Nova picked up the new item, Lex
Talionis. That's at least how I've been calling it. Yeah, of course, if you have not seen this Lex Talionis yet, this is a level 3 version of it. Requires a Guardian Ring plus a Trinket of Restoration and a 300 gold pattern, upgradable 3 times. And, upgradable to level 3. Basically works a lot like a Medallion of Courage in Dota 2. Reducing your magic armor and your armor at the cost, reducing your enemy's magic armor and armor at the cost of your own armor. So at that level, -3 magic armor, -5 armor for both yourself and the target. Pretty dang cool item indeed.
Yeah, I think it's going to be pretty massive pickup late on this metagame, because I don't think it will be that much metagame as before. I think it's going to be changed pretty fast.
Oh, Pandemonium. Ooh, gets locked down by the King's Grasp here. There's the grip coming in from Devour. And it looks like Panda going to be able to get a couple of the creeps here. Big Lava Surge coming forward by Magnus, and the Flurry works down the Vagabond leader and the Catman champion. QsQ happy to clean those creeps up, even if they didn't get a tower or hero kill.
Yeah, I love to see QsQ trying to counter push all the time, because I think they're really far ahead now, because they will win late game. I think Legion doesn't have too much late game thingies, so I'd say QsQ doing really good counter pushing all the time.
Yeah, doing well indeed. And so this Devourer pick that you had mentioned wouldn't have been your choice, given the options of Rally and Devour there with that last pick. It has not been working out so far. Put into a 1v2 situation that degenerated into a 1v1 situation bottom. B-Kid was absolutely demolished by Nox on that Panda. And so far, 0-3-0. No kill involvement. In fact, Warbeast getting gone on by Magnus right now. Double damage Warbeast will have to back on up, though. But with that DD, could easily take down some Ancients if he wanted to make his way over there. Instead, just going to take out the small camp. Say, Ebulas and Werebeasts, I'm in.
Yeah, and I just noticed Magnus got his portal key as well, so I think QsQ is going to start pushing now, because they are so far ahead. I think it's even though it's just 5k gold, 5k experience, it's much more, because they got their main items up already, which Complexity don't even have. They only got 2 items. That's pretty big, which is the Astro and Abyssal Skull for sure.
Looks like Ophelia could be in some trouble. Tundra Blast going to be coming out. There is a Skeleton King coming in. Oh, Lava Surge not going to connect. The Comet Stun will, however. But it looks like Ophelia could be getting out of here. There's the Glacial Downpour. Defensive Master's Call. Some bad communication perhaps going to lead to Ophelia getting away. She uses the ult. There's the hook coming in from Devour. A TP canceled. It's a 3.5 second TP. But yeah, that swap plus the Lava Surge, that was the reason that Ophelia escaped right there.
That was really bad communication. Also, Nova didn't even use his new items, which would pretty, he would die really fast if he used it, because it's -3 magic armor and -5 armor, so I don't know. Really bad play from QsQ over there.
Gotta remember to use those items when you do get them. But for right now, it's an invisible Master of Arms. Okay, I was very scared. Like, what is Peter Pan Dam doing over there? He's looking for the Andromeda. There's the charge shot. The hook going to be coming in. There's the Decay and the Devour activated. Andromeda will go down. So B-Kid finally getting his first kill involvement. At the same time, though, Moon Meander pushing up the middle lane gets taken out by, it looked like Nox. Nox and Yonosum fan, yep.
Yep. They just got a pretty big pick off. Nox jumped in with Cannonball and ulti straight away, so he couldn't do much.
No, unfortunate there for Moon Meander. He's still sitting at 0-2 and 0. 266 gold per minute, so not having the worst farm ever. And hey, there's a light brand pickup on Pandemonium, so on his way to either the Grimoire or that Dawnbringer like you were talking about.
I think it's a Dawnbringer. I don't know if you would go Grimoire of Power on Pandemonium. I think he can. He can, for sure, but I don't know. I think he needs more survivability tankiness.
Yeah, Dawnbringer definitely seems like a slightly better idea.
Yeah, for sure.
But not even going to be looking to finish up that Nullstone. Just grabbing the light brand for now, saying I've got the mana regen that I needed from the Sustainer. We'll get the Nullstone later on. Right now, I want to go the Dawnbringer for the additional ability to move around, of course, with that movement speed, and just farm with that dot on it, as well as just the raw damage output and the increased mana regen. His farm is going to get absolutely out of control with all these farming items.
Yeah, he's getting really out of hand soon, and I think QsQ is going for Congor as well here. Yeah, they are.
They most certainly are. Complexity Gaming. No Ward of Sights to spot that one out. Still extremely defensive Ward of Sights here from Peter Pan Dam, covering the river up on the top side and making sure that the jungle is going to be defended on the bottom half of the map. And now QsQ doesn't exactly have a lot of vision. Excuse me, Nova did just drop a Ward of Sight. Still not providing a ton of vision, though, as Stormcloud does get called down on top of Congor. And with that one, the Hellborn team will fall back, no longer feeling confident to do the big guy.
Oh, excuse me, I'm getting tired over here. I'd say like any team can win a team fight, but I think though if Jonas can get a big ulti off, they're going to win it pretty easy. So I think they can still fight at Congor Pit, for sure.
They might be able to indeed. Right now, Panda in the front lines, tanking him, doing the majority of the damage. In fact, almost all of the damage. They're going to fall back, though, as it looks like they do want the kill on the Minotaur. Panda bumps him with his chest, and down he goes. But QsQ taking a long time to go ahead and get this Congor kill done, and with that Stormcloud on him, and Panda takes a lot of damage from Congor.
Yeah, the Stormcloud is very good against their team, especially with their lineup because they have so much physical damage. Warbeast is going to like rape people if they get a good Stormcloud off, and he's using Shrunken.
Congor will go down eventually. Pandemonium going to be able to pick up the Token of Life. Well, Complexity took that time to just try to get their farm on. Warbeast getting somewhat close to that Shrunken Head. Push stick available on Tralfamador now, and it looks like Devo has finished up at Helm of the Black Legion. Still none of those items that are going to make you turn your head and say, okay, now that they've got that, Complexity Gaming has the opportunity to get back in this. It's still going to come down to making some mistakes on QsQ, and Complexity Gaming capitalizing on those.
Yeah, and also this style on Torture is doing pretty good farming up here. He's moving towards a sheepstick, I would say, so it's getting pretty. I think it will be pretty hard soon for Complex. Okay.
Oh, they're going for the kill on Magnus up top. Warbeast going to be getting in there, trying to do some damage. Doesn't look like they're going to be able to finish him off as Magnus just uses the portal key, activates the regen rune that he had bottled, and is now going to be able to get back into the fight. So, 25 minutes in, 13 hero kills in this game. Unfortunately, not the super aggressive game that you might have been hoping for with the new patch. Both these teams really being cautious, and Q Squad trying to find kills, but Complexity Gaming being very, very turtle right now, trying not to take any engagements while they recover.
Yeah, and there's an initiation on...
Yeah, MOA in some trouble. There's the chain reaction stun. The cape comes out, and Pandemonium finishes him off. Warbeast gonna get ulted, perhaps. There's the Shrunken Head activated. The face smash onto Warbeast, and Warbeast will go down. Demented Shaman maybe in some trouble as well, but no. Looks like Q Squad will just be looking at the tower. Gonna grab these Ophelia minions. The Lava Surge gonna be coming out, as well as the Flurry from Pandemonium. But Q Squad with those 2 kills, now a very wide open tower in the middle lane.
Yeah, QsQ is doing really good this game. They're farming so much, they're ganking, roaming all the time. Even though they didn't get like too much kills early on, it's just they're paying off because they're playing so cautious.
It's working out real well right now, that's for sure. QsQ now going to rotate up into the top lane where the Torture has already activated the Impalement, doing some damage to the tower. A couple players grabbing potions, making sure to stay topped off for the next team fight. And Complexity still just really doesn't have a response for dealing with this push. Are they going to have to let this tower go?
I think they need to let it go. I don't think they can fight it as soon as Pandemonium has the token. Even though he doesn't even have ulti, I think they will manage to win the game. Especially with Magnus PK, because he's going to get a pretty decent ulti, I guess. Yeah, and they're dodging.
Yeah. Gonna go ahead and keep on dodge. Well, they're coming back over, and every time they do, they walk right by Nova's ward of sight. So a beautiful ward. They're spawning them out, and Q Squad able to react appropriately. Frozen Light finished on Pandemonium now, so is going to be able to get the slow and, of course, the additional damage and the strength afforded to him by that item. So he is just, he's getting kind of crazy, man. He's getting real close to that Dawnbringer. 600 gold off.
Yeah, it's a really massive item. I love that they made the item. It's going to be picked up every single tournament game for sure.
Certainly seems like that's a possibility as Panda does find Warbeast here. The Flick going to be coming in, and there's the face hug as well. The hook away, though. Lava Surge onto 2. Cannonball going to connect, and down goes Warbeast. The Stormcloud going to be going out right there. Devourer gets sent home, and Riser going to be able to get the TP on out as well. So great job from Complexity to minimize their deaths there, only giving up the kill on Warbeast, but this is still what Q Squad needed to start breaking the base.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Devourer can hook his teammates away as well, because that was pretty good. Because that's mainly, I think, that's the reason they picked him instead of Rally, I guess.
He can even hook the Panda. So if he hits either of the 2 targets involved in the face smash, will cancel that as long as it pulls him long enough, far enough away. So that's another good reason. You are correct. There's the Dawnbringer, not finished up on Panda. Not sure what that courier just delivered. It didn't look like anything.
I have no idea. Didn't see.
That was odd. He has the money for it. Perhaps he thought that he had the Firebrand on the courier, but figured out that he did not when it did not turn into a Dawnbringer.
Yeah, I guess so.
Defensive tower, very, very low on life right now, so Panda just going to go ahead and flurry down those creeps, attack the tower 1 or 2 times, and down it goes. Nox Frost now at 533 gold per minute on Pandemonium. Nullstone plus Dawnbringer now going to be finished up on Panda, it looks like. Nope, just the Nullstone. I'm crazy.
Yeah, it's a big item even though, because now they don't have much that they have. No, they can't even interrupt him if you use Shrunken before they take away the Nullstone, because Devourer is the only one who can. And Skeleton King, of course.
Crazy, crazy. The Entangle on Demented Shaman. I don't know. That doesn't go through Shrunken Head.
No, it does if he uses before, but the Nullstone, of course. So
yeah, it's gonna be difficult. You gotta use the Tablet of Command, then the Entangle, then the Shrunken Head goes off, but he gets stunned through Shrunken Head. Then Devourer comes in and eats him. If they could execute that properly, that would be insane. As a Grimoire of Power was just picked up here by Torture, Style saying, "Hey, I like the damage."
Whoa, I like the item because it's pretty big. Also on Torture because he's going to deal so much damage, and yeah, I really like it.
Oh, a puzzle box just picked up on Magnus as well, so a game of new item pickups as Jonas Fan picks up the newly buffed puzzle box, and was talking with Insania about this earlier. This is probably one of my favorite changes in the patch. I am a huge fan of the puzzle box. with the stats on the item, the stats on the minions, the stats on the minions' spells, as well as, you know, the aura now being buffed as well, the range and the effect of the aura being buffed, and of course the true vision now granted at level 1 on those minions. It is a huge pickup to have on this team.
Yeah, I think it's also going to be very picked up every single game, I guess, especially on Suicide Heroes. It's really nice.
Very, very big pickup indeed. But when you're 14,000 gold ahead of your opponents, picking those big items up is what you are looking for. As an acid bomb goes out here, trying to get a little bit of anti-push going. But Pandemonium just standing right up in the front line says, I don't really care. You guys can do whatever you want, but I'm just going to keep on attacking the tower. Puzzle Box minions going in on their own. Don't necessarily agree with that one, as all they did was feed 200 gold to the Complexity Gaming squad while dealing 50 damage to the tower. So,
yeah.
Odd time.
I disagree as well. At least he could maybe use the mana drain thingy, but I don't know, he didn't. So.
Hook gonna be going out, connects with a creep, a good sidestep from Nox as the tower goes down, and Panda just gonna flurry down some additional creeps. Oh, Yonisum fan missing the portal key and the lava surge right there. Does manage to get out, not a huge deal.
Yeah, it was a nice try. He saw like 3 people stacking up, so he could possibly stun them, but then he would be in a pretty bad position and he would die probably. So.
Not a very good trade, as Congor is going to be back up here about any second from now. QsQ really just looking to put some pressure on the tower. Probably not going to be taking the racks. Putting pressure on the racks, that is. I don't know. There's the offensive Stormcloud again.
Yeah, I think they should just back off far more than wait for Congor kill it and then end the game, I guess.
Yeah, Kong is going to be up very, very soon here. The Dawnbringer going to be picked up on Panda in just a minute as well. Now, the nice thing for Complexity Gaming is they do have the Ward of Sight placed here by Peter Pan Dam. So we'll be able to get good vision on Congor once he does come up. So they might be able to try to snipe the Congor kill.
Yeah, I think that's their shot to win this game. Right now they're so far behind. And also another thing is like, if QsQ is pushing without token, if the war gets a good hook, they can win the team fight.
Most certainly can. But right now, QsQ gonna just back up. Puzzle Box 3 gonna be finished up here momentarily by the Magnus. Dawnbringer being flown out now for Pandemonium, I would expect.
Not Axel the Malphite.
Really? Is he just not going to finish the Dawnbringer?
I don't think so. I think he'll just go for massive tankiness and then they can't kill it because they don't have that much damage.
I feel like that's really odd.
Heart is a really good item on Pandemonium, but I would see a Dawnbringer before.
Yeah, I mean, it's 2,200 gold. You're going to gain, what, like 17% movement speed with that item, as well as just some additional armor, some attack speed, some attack damage, and of course the stronger dot, the stronger slow. It's just, it seems like you should really get that one. As Congor does respawn, Q-Squad already in position, gonna start to do a lot of damage to him. The Aurora going off right here, reducing his armor, but of course that doesn't affect Congor anymore. Hasn't for about 2 years, so just gonna be reducing the amount of damage that he does.
Yeah. And yeah, it's going to be team fight for sure.
Certainly looks like it, as an acid bomb may be thrown down. The hook gonna miss though. Devour in some trouble. Comet stun. Lex Talionis goes out. Devour gets annihilated by the face smash. The level 3 puzzle box gonna be coming in now, as it looks like Warbeast gonna get cannonballed. No, good sidestep from Moon Meander in the well, not exactly sure what they're going to be doing. They're going to try to get a flick, perhaps, on the backside, though. It looks like there's the Lava Surge onto 2 players right here. The ultimate going to be charged up as the Shrunken Head going to be deactivated. Warbeast going to go down. Master of Arms in some trouble as well. The vote to concede goes up, and GG well played is called, as Q-Squad 357 takes out Complexity Gaming in Game 1. 35 minutes. Man, Complexity's got some work to do if they want to make a comeback in this series.
Yeah, I think they just got a bit outdrafted, or not really outdrafted. It's just like they lost the laning phase, which they can't with this lineup. They needed to win the laning phase, start pushing tower as soon as they got like Astro and Idol, but they never got a chance to do it, so they couldn't recover in the game, and they lost because of that.
Well, unfortunate indeed, but Complexity Gaming going to have an opportunity to make a comeback. They, of course, are only down one game in this best of three series, but it is single elimination, so the next game is do or die for the Legion squad. And I don't know. You think they got what it takes, Superkge?
Complexity?
Yeah.
I think they can win for sure. It's just that they need to win the early game with that kind of lineup. I don't think they will pick that kind of lineup again. I think they're going to try something new. I hope.
I hope so as well. So, guys, we're going to go ahead and take a very quick break here while we get game number 2 set up. This is, of course, coL's presentation of the Runic Shift Invitational, $5,000 8-team 2-day-long tournament. Going to be showing you guys what this new patch is all about and also who might be favored with the new changes. So, guys, Beef, Superkge, coL's, the Runic Invitational. We'll all be right back in just a couple minutes.